everyone, thanks for joining me. This crazy adventure, changing the channel to RC. So I do appreciate those of you that stuck around. I know some people, not your thing. You joined me for one of many life's adventures that I started focusing on the channel. I did start focusing on RC for a while, but then I kind of got into some other stuff, and I kind of just decided that RC's my thing. We're just going to keep this channel one content, and then that way people can know what to expect out of it. Now it's weird, I ordered this wing through Tower Hobbies. It's still back ordered. Almost nobody has this thing in stock. And I just got tired. I'm just like, if I get one more crash, this wing is done, and I won't be flying. So I ordered this, and I still expected one from Tower Hobbies at some point in time. So who knows? Maybe if I keep gluing this old wing back together, I'll have just a whole stash of wings here. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Kind of unfortunate that they don't really give you any stickers. The only thing they give you are some stickers that go over the cables where the servos go to hook to these ailerons. But there you have it. That's what a brand new wing looks like. You know, as a matter of fact, I got enough pieces I could damn near build a plane. I got the fuselage, I got the wing, I got a whole tail kit right here in case that breaks. And yeah, I can actually make a whole nother plane. But yeah, like I mentioned, we got to make room for all these parts. So I have a pegboard here that I ordered, and now I don't know what to do with my knife. Here we go. So we're going to try to install it right here back behind me, and that'll give me some space for all the parts. I also got some parts that came in. I'll show you here in a minute on the bench for the Vendetta, the speed car. Be my first attempt to break 100 on land. Or I haven't even broke over 100 on the air yet. But here we go. We got a nice little pegboard. I'm kind of hoping this is gonna fit. Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna fit perfect without me having to adjust anything. But I'm gonna have to put some wood back here to get this to clear, because it's not wide enough. Yeah, okay. Now the only problem I'm going to have is, well, I'll put the other piece over here, but like these cars here, I have to push them back. So it might get to the point that I'll have to buy a shelf to put in here and start stacking cars in here. This is just getting crowded. You know, this is my storeroom. Like this half is like the work area, and then the other half is just storage, just crap from inside the house. But you know, I've already thought this through. Like if this channel does really well, it blows up, and maybe it does really well. We've got the big garage in the back, right? I have plenty of room in there. I could actually frame out an office that's in there. I would have to run power back there, which is something I want to do. But just say I frame out an office, I can do a nice air conditioner, one of those mini splits. It'd be in there. It'd be quiet. It'd be quieter than having the entirety of the thing that's in here running. It'd be quieter, and then I would just have a dedicated office space. But you know, channel is gonna have to take off and make some money for me to do that. But it's something I'm looking at. That would be kind of cool. I would have way more space. I would just have dedicated shelves of RC cars, and that would be cool, man. You know, life's all full of dreams and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to a time lapse, and we'll work on back here, and I'll turn on the air conditioning and get cooled off, because even though it's midnight, it's still 84 degrees in here. Welcome to Florida. So what do you think? What do you think of the little upgrades to the shop? I love having the pegboard. I just like being organized. I like having everything where I know where it is and I can easily find it. I did have to drill some holes in there because the pegs that I had were a little too thick for it. But it worked. It wasn't a problem drilling it out. I kind of get the same pegs. You know, I got a little pegboard over here, some parts. But yeah, I'm happy with that. And then most importantly, boom, we got our sign up here. I love it. There's a link down below if you're interested in one of these signs. I have you a discount code. Saves you some money. I get a little commission for directing you there, so full disclosure, but it doesn't add anything to the cost. Kind of like my Amazon store, it adds nothing to your cost if you shop there. So please save it as your home page. Even if you're buying dog food, cat food, or if you want to see what kind of RC car stuff that I use, it's all linked down there into the store, and it's a free way of helping the channel. Because, you know, building this stuff, doing these like speed run cars and that, it's not cheap, and it's a really cool way. So YouTube also has a super thanks, and then I have like Venmo and PayPal if you care to throw anything my way. But, you know, I hate doing that, but, you know, this stuff doesn't get expensive to buy. Something like this Pro Moto that's over here and these parts, and to bring you the content. So I hope you're enjoying it. I know I'm new to like bringing RC car content, so I'm trying to get the channel to grow. So working hard to do that and bring you good stuff. Now you might have noticed in that time lapse, I was down here with the air conditioner, or I was down on the ground. I was working over here. I started feeling some hot air. They put the exhaust ducting that goes out of here, it broke again. It's very old, it's dried up. I do have a new one on order. Hopefully I got the right one, because guess what, it's clockwise or counterclockwise the way it threads in. I'm thinking by looking at it, but it's hard to tell, and I'm afraid of touching it because every time I touch it, it falls apart. So we have it taped. I don't want to move it until it comes in. It was supposed to be here today. Amazon let me down. But also on that, I was looking at getting some of that like styrofoam foil backed boards, the insulation, and putting it up here. And then I started looking on Amazon. They have the spray foam kits. So it's like a can and there's a little handle, and you can do the spray foam yourself. So I'm thinking that. I think it's just going to give better coverage. It's going to fill in, because like these metal buildings, where the corners are, there's huge gaps that just kind of let air in, because the way this metal is like ridged. So I'm looking to do that too. And not only will that give me good insulation, I won't have to run this air conditioner and make a lot of noise so much. It'll get better insulation for like when it's raining and stuff. I think it's just going to insulate the sound a lot better. So I'm looking to do that, kind of make this shop a little nicer for everybody. And now that being said, too, what I want to do for everybody is watching, and I'm trying to grow this RC stuff. In the past, I was given a couple of RCs, and I want to give them away. I don't use them. They're not, you know, hobby grade, so they're not, you know, they're not bad. They're just not hobby grade stuff, but somebody with some small kids maybe can use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig them up, clean them up, and get the batteries charged, make sure everything works, and then we'll do a giveaway. And then what I'm really hoping to do is I really hope by October we can get to 10,000. You know, we're like 500 subscribers away. And then we'll do like a really nice giveaway. You know, maybe we'll do something like this, an Arrma infraction, or maybe we'll do like a Vendetta giveaway. It'll be something nice, something hobby grade. My appreciation for helping me get another 500 subscribers in a month. So like, share, comment, subscribe, share the content with your friends. Just help get the channel out there. Greatly appreciate that. So, because, you know, bigger the channel can get, the easier it'll be for me to bring you better stuff, more RC cars and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe we can get to the point to where these people, the manufacturers will send me stuff for review. And I'm going to give you an honest review, so it might be short-lived, but I'll give an honest review as to what I think of the products, because I don't play that where, you know, I'm going to fluff it up because I'm afraid of losing that sponsorship. But do the best that we can for what we got. So let's go to the bench and show you a lot of stuff that I've had come in for future builds. So I got my hose in. AC works fantastic, and I did get the right hose. It was counterclockwise to Titan, and I tell you what, it actually works better than it did before. I think maybe this hose is just smoother on the inside, but I can literally feel the air hitting the ceiling of the garage. So man, that's good. That's fantastic. So now this is what you wanted. Here are all the parts have been coming in, and I tell you what, the post office, Amazon, FedEx, they all been busy coming to the house this week. I've ordered a lot of stuff. So here's what we got going on for the Vendetta build. Now I'm going to run it on 4S and 6S. So I didn't have a 4S battery that had a IC5 or EC5 connection. So I got this. Now before, please everybody, before you start making comments about this battery, that battery, and all that, please, you know, batteries are just one of those, everybody has a strong opinion as to what they like and what is best. Some people hate these. They hate the smart batteries. They hate the Spectrum or Traxxas batteries. They're too expensive. Smart battery. You know, let's not go there. All right. So this is what I have. So this is what I have for doing 4S, and I plan on doing a speed car in the future. So I'll have another one. But I also had one Spectrum 3S, so I had to get a second one because we're gonna run the Vendetta on 6S. Now, like I mentioned before, Earl Moorhead Racing, on his channel, he did a really good build up, several videos of building this car up to get it, and I believe 114, 113 was the fastest he got it. I could be wrong, but I know he got it to at least that fast, and so I'm pretty much following his build for the most part. There are some things I'm going to change, but this is one of the things he did was the 6S Spectrum ESC. And now special thanks to our good friend KY Chevy. Not only did the guy come here and pull a transmission and reinstall it in my car to do a torque converter for me, great guy, but he told me about Jenny's RC on eBay, and they pretty much, I think they just take new cars and just take all the pieces off and sell them, because this is all like new takeoff. Great prices, great service. So I got the 6S ESC 4 there. This is another thing from Earl. This is from Hot Racing. And the links are, these pieces are in my Amazon store if you're interested. But this is an aluminum drive shaft and a new carrier bearing. I know the plastic drive shafts just have a problem wobbling really bad. Now these parts I got from AJC Mods on eBay. So this is a carbon fiber center brace that we're going to put in. Help. I actually had this in my infraction too. I like it. We have some side skirts here. So this should help with the air coming up from underneath. And you know, these things, I've seen a lot of videos of these Vendettas going airborne. So I want to try to do the best I can. And we also have a front splitter, and we have some pieces here to kind of help the back. I think this goes between the body and the wing to help stabilize it and keep the air from going up there. So these are things that Earl didn't do, so that's where I'm going to differentiate from him a little bit. So I got a pair of Hoons Silver to put on the car. Now I forgot, I couldn't find where I ordered these. I went on Amazon and looked, and I got these confused with these that I ordered for the baby infraction, because these are Hoons also, deep boots 11s. They stay Hoon. So I thought these were these, and I got it all mixed up, and I didn't realize I had these were actually hanging here in the shed. If you look at my time lapse, they were right above my head. I didn't realize I had them, and I ordered another set. But the good thing is these are silver, these are white. The whites are a little softer. So you know, I by accident have two sets of tires. So that leads me into the next thing. So yeah, baby infraction is going to come up here. We got some new tires. We just did the alignment on it as well. So that got me thinking, we're taking the ESC out of the Vendetta. The Vendetta and the infraction are basically, they're the same chassis, same everything. So I'm going to put that ESC in the Vendetta, or in the infraction. And I also got a Spectrum motor from Jenny's RC. This is the motor that came out of a 3S infraction. So basically what I'm going to do is just make my baby infraction Mega a true 3S. Because when I put the heatsink on the Castle motor, what I did is, because I had to notch it it can't turn. The motor can't turn anymore. See, like these motors are smooth, and it's shorter, so these wires don't get in the way of this rotating. So that's important when you're trying to change gears. So right now I can't change the gears and the vehicle's a little slow, so I just want to make it like a true 3S. So yeah, I got a heat sink. They sold this as a combo, the gear case for a 3S and the heat sink. So we got all that going into the baby infraction, and then I'm going to change the gears to the specs of the 3S. So a 50 tooth spur gear and a 20 tooth pinion, all that. And then next we got to get the Felony on the bench. It needs some new tires, which I got here. I got some new tires for the Felony. And look at this. Can anybody tell me why this tire is all white? I can't. It's the only one that's like white, and I don't get it. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna do an alignment, and then we got to tighten up some suspension stuff, and then we'll go rip. And I'm gonna smoke the living crap out of the old tires on it. May as well have some fun before we do that. And then lastly, we got the X-Max. I got a shock that's leaking some oil, so I got a rebuild kit. So we'll rebuild some shocks, and we'll get the X-Max going. And the sledge doesn't need to be on the bench, but we need to take it out for a rip, because that is really a great car. I have a lot of fun with it. Now before we go, I want to make this quick because I don't want to make this video any longer than what it is. I'm trying to keep these things 15 minutes, but I need your help. I want you to recommend to me a vehicle to review on the channel. I've been going back and forth all day. I've been looking at stuff online, and I really would like something under $100, because I know people don't have money for X-Maxes and infractions, Vendettas, things like that. So I'd like to find a car that's good, but my big thing is parts availability. It needs to be fixable, so if it breaks, it can be fixed. Now, I kept going back and forth. You know, Traxxas has the Trax line. Like, I have one of the cars here that I use for a little inside scooting around when I'm bored. You know, that's $120. And then when I got to thinking is, you know, that's the price of, you know, you get to $150 and you can buy one of these. Now, granted, it's brushed and it's not very fast, like 25 miles an hour, but it's a fun vehicle. And you're talking something that's whatever scale it is. It's a fairly large vehicle. 1/8. So, yeah, 1/8. Definitely not a 1/10 or a 1/16. 1/8 a nice size model. And I started looking at other, like on Tower Hobbies has a Red Cat. It's an off-road truck. I was looking at, it's like $88. But it looks kind of slow. It looks kind of cheap. The shocks don't have oil. So I don't know. Maybe it's something people be interested in. Do me a favor. Go around, shop around. I spent all day and I can't figure it out. I looked at one from like Team Associated, but then you're talking like $210. And like I said, when you start getting to that, you got the Arrma. You can get the infraction. Or even now for $200 for $199, you can get a 3S Vendetta. So I don't know, where do you kind of you start cutting it close at $150, $200? You got two really good vehicles here. So I don't know. So let me know in the comments down below, like something you want to see me review. I want it to be affordable because I want people to get into the hobby and enjoy it. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the remodel of the Production Central here, or I guess the workshop. Production Central is inside the workshop here. Hope you're looking forward to some of these builds. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Like, shares, comments, appreciate it. Please share the word. Like to get to 10,000. We can have a nice little giveaway. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.